You seem to be looking for information about behaviors that women usually like, but don't say out loud. Here are 10 reasons or behaviors that many women usually like, but might not always say out loud. Active listening is the most important thing in the complicated dance of partnerships. One of the most important skills that isn't given enough credit is careful listening. Active listening is more than just hearing what someone says. It also means fully understanding what they are thinking and feeling. It's about showing attention and empathy and making them feel like they are being heard and understood. Here are strong reasons why active listening is important for building stronger relationships. 1. Getting to know each other and building trust. Active listening shows that you care about your partner's thoughts and feelings, which builds trust. When you give them your full attention, make eye contact, and reply thoughtfully, it shows that you value their point of view. This makes you feel like you understand and are part of your relationship. 2. Enhancing close emotional connections. To build emotional closeness, you need to listen actively. When you listen carefully, you connect emotionally on a deeper level. Your partner is willing to share their weaknesses with you because they know you will back and care for them. 3 ways to solve problems. There will always be disagreements in a relationship, but active listening changes how those disagreements are handled by letting you understand your partner's feelings and worries without talking over them or assuming you know what they're thinking. This makes it possible for people to work together to solve problems and avoids confusion. 4. Feelings and events that make sense often make up more than advice. Partners want to be affirmed. The act of actively listening lets them know that you understand and value their feelings. This builds their trust and faith in your relationship. 5. Improving communication skills. Active listening isn't passive. You have to be involved and responsive. When you practice listening carefully, you improve your speaking skills. You learn how to ask questions that will help you understand. Think about what is being said and react with empathy to improve the quality of your interactions. 6 ways to improve relationship happiness. When both partners feel heard and understood, happiness in the relationship automatically rises. Actively listening makes people feel less alone and isolated, creating a supportive space where both partners feel valued and loved. 2. Showing interest in her interests. If you want to build a meaningful relationship with a woman, it's important to show genuine interest in her interests. It's not just a matter of being interested. You want to show that you care about her interests and know what makes her tick. Here are a few reasons why this method can help your relationship. Shows a personal connection. You care about her more deeply when you show interest in her interests and hobbies. It shows that you want to know what makes her happy and satisfied. Creating shared experiences by doing things she enjoys, like hiking, drawing, or trying new foods. You create chances to bond over shared experiences. These times can make your relationship stronger and give you memories that will last a lifetime. Makes communication better. Sharing common interests makes it easy to start a conversation and lets you have deep conversations about things she's really interested in. This encourages open communication and a better understanding between you, which shows respect and validation. When you show interest in her interests, you respect her choices and preferences. It lets her know that you care about her thoughts and feelings, which boosts her self-esteem and sense of value in the relationship. This builds trust and closeness. Sharing personal interests can make you feel open and vulnerable. When she sees that you are truly interested in her life, it builds trust and makes her want to tell you more about herself. This makes the emotional connection stronger. Understanding her interests lets you connect with her on an emotional level. You can relate to her joys and frustrations and offer support and encouragement when she needs it. Participating in her interests supports her personal growth and exploration. You may find new activities to do together or help her try new ones. Reach personal goals that strengthen your relationship. Show that you are adaptable and flexible. Being willing to participate in her hobbies shows that you are flexible and willing to leave your comfort zone for her. It also shows that you care about her happiness and put her needs first. Showing interest in her hobbies builds mutual respect, which is the basis of a healthy relationship. By showing respect for each other's individuality and uniqueness, you create balance in the relationship. A relationship works best when both people have interests that are different from each other. Show her that you are interested in her hobbies. You make the dynamic more balanced so that both partners feel heard and respected. Number 3, staying within her rights. Respecting a woman's boundaries isn't just following the rules. It's also about building trust, showing respect, and keeping the relationship healthy. Here are a few important reasons why this behavior is not only valued, but also necessary for making a strong connection. Shows respect and trust. When you respect her limits, whether they are physical, emotional, or personal, you show that you value her freedom and choices. This builds trust and equal respect in the relationship and makes people feel emotionally safe. Respecting boundaries gives her a safe place to talk without worrying about being judged or snooped on. This emotional safety is necessary for open conversation and deeper intimacy. It also supports her individuality, since everyone has different needs and levels of comfort. Respecting her boundaries shows that you value her as a person with her own tastes and limits, which supports her individuality and helps build consensus. Understanding that talking about limits and expectations in an open way promotes good communication about these issues. This process helps both partners understand each other better and act in a way that supports good communication. Respecting boundaries makes it easier for partners to talk about their wants and limits in an open and honest way. Conflicts can be solved more quickly and easily if the bond is better. This also stops people from crossing lines and misunderstandings. Respecting limits lowers the chance of accidentally crossing lines that could make the other person feel bad or put stress on the relationship. It sets clear rules for how to act and talk to each other, helps people grow as people. Respecting her limits helps both partners grow as people and become more self-aware. It also lets each person grow in the relationship without feeling stifled or controlled. This builds trust and intimacy. Trust is the key to building a strong connection. Long-term, respecting her limits builds trust, making the relationship safe enough for it to grow. Genuinely demonstrates kindness and empathy. By understanding and respecting her boundaries, you show that you care about her feelings and well-being, which builds a caring and supportive relationship. You also set a good example for how healthy relationships should work by following your own rules. This can encourage respect and care for each other in all parts of your relationship. Number 4. Giving thoughtful praise strengthens emotional bonds. When given thoughtfully and honestly, compliments are a big part of relationships. While compliments on looks can be energizing, compliments that go deeper into a person's qualities and accomplishments have a lasting effect on their emotional connection and self-esteem. Thoughtful compliments go beyond simple observations. They focus on actions and traits that show what kind of person they are and how hard they work. For example, instead of just commenting on a woman's looks, mentioning her creativity, intelligence, or kindness can show more respect and appreciation. 2. That boost self-esteem and confidence. Compliments that emphasize positive traits can greatly boost self-esteem and confidence. When someone is praised for their skills, talents, or unique traits, it boosts their sense of self-worth and pushes them to focus on their strengths. 3. The skill of being clear. Being specific in praises makes them more sincere and real. For example, praising a woman's ability to solve problems in tough situations or understand how others feel shows that you have paid attention and genuinely admire her. 4. Connection to the situation. People are more likely to feel appreciated when compliments are relevant to the situation. For example, praising someone's resilience during a hard time or their leadership skills on a group project shows appreciation in a useful way. 5 effects on how relationships work. Thoughtful comments are good for relationships. Dynamics by encouraging respect and admiration for each other. When friends. When you thank each other for their efforts and qualities, it strengthens your relationships and pushes the other person to do the same. 6. Being real is important. When giving praise, it's important to be real. Sincere admiration and admiration behind a praise are easier to spot and have a deeper effect than fake flattery. Being honest about how much you appreciate someone's skills or accomplishments grows trust and emotional connections. 7. Getting close emotionally. Compliments that acknowledge good traits and hard work help build emotional closeness. They create a safe space where people can feel understood and appreciated for who they are, beyond superficial traits that lead to deeper emotional bonds. Number 5. The power of support and why being there matters to her introduction. Support in a relationship is more than just being there. It means actively uplifting and encouraging your partner in different areas of their life. Understanding why support is so important can make your relationship much stronger. 1 strong emotional base. For many women, support is an emotional backbone that gives them reassurance and stability during times of worry or uncertainty. It can be very comforting to know that someone will listen and understand without judging. 2 words of approval and support. Women often want to feel like their thoughts, feelings, and goals are real. When a partner gives them genuine support, it makes them feel good about their efforts and boosts their confidence. This validation can be very helpful in reaching both personal and business goals. 3 loads shared helping out partners gladly share emotional or practical burdens. By actively taking part in decision-making and problem-solving, they show their commitment to and investment in the relationship's well-being. 4. Enjoying wins. Enjoying wins with your partner makes your relationship stronger. What women like partners who are proud of their accomplishments and milestones, which strengthens their bond and makes them both happy. Life's difficulties that 5 of them face together are going to happen, and having a partner who is there for her can make a big difference, whether it's just being there to listen, offer useful solutions, or be there for her emotionally. Partners help you get through rough spots with strength. 6 ways to make conversation stronger. Behavior that encourages trust and openness improves communication. For example, when women feel supported, they are more likely to share their thoughts and feelings honestly, which leads to a stronger emotional connection and understanding. 7. Making people stronger. Individually and as a pair, having supportive relationships helps you become stronger by letting you face challenges together and get past problems. Partners get stronger and better able to handle coming storms. 8. Helpful of boosting self-esteem. Partners boost their partner's self-esteem by noticing and complimenting their partner's strengths and traits on a regular basis. This good feedback helps you feel good about your own self-image and makes the relationship stronger as a whole. Number 6 of dynamics. Having fun and being friendly with someone. Being playful and able to add humor to conversations can make them much more intimate and build emotional bonds. People often use this part of their personality for more than just fun. It's a powerful way to connect with others and make memories that last. Why being fun is important. Playfulness isn't just about having fun. It's also about making sure that both partners feel good and appreciated. It lets people be spontaneous and creates a space where laughter can happen. Thrive by reducing stress and improving relationship happiness overall. Different ways of playing together fun and inside jokes that everyone shares. When 2 people laugh together, they form a special bond inside jokes. Funny references and fun banter create a closeness that is unique to the relationship. These times of shared humor strengthen the bond by making it easier for both people to understand and get along. B. Teasing and flirting for fun. Fun. Flirting and teasing adds a sense of anticipation and energy to interactions. It also shows interest and confidence while keeping the relationship alive, dynamic, and interesting, but it's important to keep the teasing lighthearted and polite by staying away from topics that could hurt or embarrass Siang and doing fun things like games, sports, or creative projects. Encourages friendship and teamwork. These shared experiences make memories that are good and improve the emotional bond between partners. Being playful can help with stress relief and mental health. Being playful releases endorphins, the body's natural chemicals that make you feel good. Laughter lifts your mood and makes you feel happy, which can affect other parts of your relationship by making it easier to talk to each other and understand each other. Playful interactions often involve nonverbal communication, like body language, facial expressions, and tones of voice. This type of communication improves understanding and empathy between partners because it forces them to pay close attention to each other's cues. 7th, responsible taking the lead is a key to building good relationships. Women usually like it when men take the lead in a relationship, even if they don't say it out loud. It shows that you're a leader, confident, and willing to put effort into the relationship. However, it's important to balance this with respect for her choices and independence. In this article, we'll go over the details of taking the lead responsibly, giving you detailed insights and useful advice. How important it is to be proactive. In relationships, initiative means being able to think about and start things on your own. This means not always waiting for the other person to make plans. When done right, expressing needs or acting on them shows that you are responsible, proactive, and interested in the relationship. Women like partners who can make decisions and plan things because it makes them feel like they are always in charge. To take the initiative responsibly, you should first understand your partner's likes, dislikes, and limits. This means actively listening and paying attention to her cues and preferences. For example, making a surprise date can be a nice gesture if she likes going on outings without planning them, but if she likes having plans, a surprise might cause stress instead of pleasure. Joy, helpful hints, watch and ask. Pay attention to how she reacts to different things and ask her directly what she likes. Write things down. Write down the things she says she likes or wants to try. Making plans for events and dates. Setting up dates and events is one of the most appreciated ways to be proactive. It takes some planning and shows that you want to spend valuable time with her. The important thing is to find something that fits her interests and comfort level. Helpful hints change how the experience is. Pick things based on what she likes. Plan a trip to an art center or a painting class for her if she loves art. If she likes being outside, plan a walk or a picnic. Mix old and new by doing old things and trying new things. To keep things interesting and cozy, surprises can be fun, but it's usually best to check her mood or plan ahead of time to make sure the timing is right. Making decisions together. Being proactive doesn't mean making decisions on your own. It's about coming up with ideas and being ready to lead, but also being willing to listen and work with her. This makes sure that both partners feel respected and valued during the decision-making process. Number 8. Being honest and open. Being honest and open are important parts of any good relationship because they build trust and encourage open communication. Encourage a stronger mental bond. Here's a thorough look at why these traits are important and how you can use them in your relationships. How being honest helps build trust. Any good relationship needs trust to be stable. Without it, misunderstandings, insecurities, and fights are likely to happen. Being honest is the best way to build and keep trust. When you're honest, you make your partner feel safe and reliable, showing them that they can count on you. Being honest about how you feel. Being honest about your feelings, whether they're good or bad, helps your partner understand who you really are. For example, if something is bothering you, don't hold back. Talk about it openly. This keeps resentment from building and encourages your partner to support you when you admit you're wrong. Everyone makes mistakes, but being honest about them can make your relationship stronger. When you're wrong, say sorry and show that you're ready to make things right. This shows that you are mature and want to grow as a person. How to have honest talks about tough topics. Every relationship has to have tough talks, whether it's about plans for the future or something else, problems with money or setting personal limits. Being honest about these things is one of the most important things you can do to communicate honestly. Pick the right time and place, and make sure that both you and your partner are mentally clear and open. Don't bring up sensitive topics when you're both feeling stressed. Be honest and clear. Don't beat around the bush. It's best to be clear and straight about your worries or thoughts, but it's also helpful to use I statements to show how you feel. For example, instead of saying, "You never talk about money," say, "I feel worried when we don't talk about our finances." Pay attention. Being honest doesn't just mean telling your partner the truth. It also means being willing to hear their point of view, listening without stopping, and understanding how they feel. Open conversation is boosted by transparency. Being transparent means being open about your actions, goals, and expectations. It goes hand in hand with being honest. 9. Being open and honest cuts down on confusion and makes sure that both partners are on the same page. Respecting her independence is a key part of building healthy relationships in any serious partnership. Women need to know that their partner supports their independence and personal goals. If they feel this way, it can strengthen their emotional bond and build a sense of mutual respect. Here's a detailed look at why respecting her freedom is important and how you can show it in real life. One who knows how important independence is. Independence in a relationship means that both people can follow their own interests, goals, and desires without feeling stifled. It means realizing that a relationship is between two separate people, not a merging of their identities. Growth of each person. Each partner can grow emotionally and professionally when they are independent. This growth makes the relationship more fulfilling and exciting. Identity of self. Keeping your own identity makes sure that everyone feels valued for who they are, not just as a part of a couple. We accept each other's independence. Shows that you trust and accept your partner's skills and choices, which builds mutual respect. 2 positive goals and aspirations for yourself. A strong way to show that you respect her independence is to help her reach her personal goals. This means actively backing her aspirations and celebrating her successes. Show that you care about her goals. Ask her what she wants to achieve and pay close attention when she talks about her plans. Being genuinely interested shows that you care about her unique journey. Honor accomplishments. Celebrate her milestones, no matter how big or small they are. Your support can help her feel better about herself and encourage her to go after her dreams. Support her without taking over. Help and support her when she needs it, but don't take over her goals or projects. Allow her to be in charge and decide for herself. 3. Setting and keeping healthy limits. To stay independent in a relationship, you need to set healthy limits. These limits help both people feel safe and valued. Respect her personal space and give her the mental and physical space she needs. This could mean letting her spend time alone or with friends without feeling threatened. Trust that she knows what's best for her in her personal and professional life, and respect her choices, even if they are different from your own. Talk freely with her and set limits with her. Open conversation makes sure that both people are happy and on the same page. Number 10. Being careful and kind. How little things can change things in relationships. Things that seem small can often make a big difference. Being kind and thoughtful is one of those small but powerful things you can do to make your partner feel deeply loved and appreciated. This part talks about how important thinking and consideration are in a relationship and gives you tips and examples to help you develop these traits. Knowing what it means to think and care. Being careful means being aware of, trying to understand what your partner wants, needs, and feels, and responding to them in important ways. Thinking about your partner's wants and needs and respecting their uniqueness are examples of consideration. These actions show care and empathy, which builds a strong, healthy partnership. The effects of thinking on the mind. Thoughtful small actions can have big effects on people's minds. Imagine how your partner would feel if they knew you cared about their likes, dislikes, and needs. They would feel loved and important. Thoughtful actions show love and affection and strengthen emotional ties. Respecting your partner's feelings and preferences shows that you value them as a unique person. Make sure uniform cons, being thoughtful and caring, can make a relationship feel safe and stable. Here are some real ways to be thoughtful and caring. Don't forget important dates. Remembering and celebrating important dates like birthdays, anniversaries, and other dates that are important to your partner shows that you value the times that are important to them. A few surprises. Give your partner a handwritten note, their favorite treat, or a small gift that shows you know what they like. These little surprises can make their day and let them know you're thinking about them. Actively hearing. When your partner talks about their day, how they feel, or their dreams, pay close attention. Show that you care about what they have to say by having deep talks and remembering what they say. Volunteering is a useful way to show that you care about your partner's health and want to make their life easier. You could help them with housework, run errands, or do things that stress them out. Quality time. Give your partner free time to be with them, do things they enjoy, or just talk and connect. Quality time shows that you value your relationship and want to help them reach their goals. Show that you care about and want to help your partner reach their personal and business goals. Encourage them, enjoy their wins, and be there for them when things go wrong. Respect their space. Know and honor your partner's need for personal space and time. Everyone needs time to recharge, and honoring this need shows that you care about their well-being. In a world full of things that can take your attention away, being fully present with your partner can make a big difference. Act of paying attention. Don't use your phone. Make eye contact and show that you are really paying attention to what they are saying. Pay attention to how you talk to people. Use polite words and pay attention to your tone and body language. Kind words of conversation creates a setting that is positive and helpful. Show your partner how much you appreciate them on a regular basis. A simple thank you or mention of their hard work can go a long way toward making them feel appreciated. Some examples of kind and careful actions: coffee in the morning. If your partner likes coffee, make or buy their favorite drink in the morning to enjoy before their favorite meal. After a long day, make or order their favorite meal to show that you care about their well-being and happiness. Notes of support. Leave encouraging notes in places they'll find them during the day, like in their bag, car, or around the house. Listen and remember if they say something in passing, like wanting to read a certain book or visit a certain place. Write it down and surprise them later by following through on it. The effect of being thoughtful. Being thoughtful and caring not only makes your relationship stronger, but it also has a positive effect on others. If your partner feels loved and appreciated, they are likely to show kindness and care to others, starting a cycle of kindness and care. These small actions can also make the relationship happier generally. Emotional intimacy problems and how to solve them. Consistently being thoughtful and kind can be hard, especially when you're under a lot of stress. Here are some tips to help you keep up these habits.